Hey guys, this is Demetrius Lee, aka D the Realtor with Keller Williams and Power. Man, I just want to give you a quick tip, okay? And this tip is for all my renters who are hoping to one day transition into home buying. So look at renting as practice for the big game, okay? Even if you never rented yet and you're looking to move out, get on your own and start renting, right? Renting is always like the first step, and that's where we transition into home buyer, right? And sometimes some of us may even skip over that. But however, that I'm not sure, depending on a person's level of responsibility and also what kind of support system a person has, they may be able to skip right past renting and go right into home ownership, right? Um, However, if this and this is applicable to whoever this is applicable to, so I would just say, for the most part, you want to rent for 2 to maybe 4 years, because at the end of the day, renting is something that is intended to be short term, right? That's why the average lease is anywhere in between 12 to 24 months, and then you have to renew every year, right? Because it's meant to be short term. And it's intended for those who need to do that in order to get that experience under their belt, because it's like a taste of home ownership, right? Without actually owning anything. All right. So the level of responsibility financially and as far as mentally, and just really knowing and understanding what you're doing, um, and planning, and just it's just a whole boatload of different things that come along with it, and that's incorporated with renting, right? Like furnishing your home, and just maintaining a certain level of or a certain type of lifestyle, I should say. Okay. And again, with a certain level of responsibility. But not to go too much more into that, just to really focus on the tip that I'm giving you. Look at renting as practice for the big game. What I'm simply saying to you is, because of the simple fact that you'll be paying rent on a regular basis, along with the utilities that you will have to maintain, this all helps you prepare for that time come when you have a mortgage and you have the utilities, right? But on top of that, those who need that time frame, at 12 to 24 months, to work on things like credit, to work on a savings plan and a budgeting plan, then you can accomplish this within that 12 to 24 months, if not a little bit longer, right? 3 or 4 years. And that's why I say 2 to 4 years if you need that time frame in order for you to get in a position to transition into home ownership. And it's a great idea to understand that renting is definitely practice for the big game. But some people, they look at renting like something that you want to do for 10 years, and I strongly advise against that. I strongly advise against renting in totality, unless you're definitely a person who can't purchase or don't want to purchase because you don't want to own anything, right? Okay, cool. So I'm speaking to those who hope to one day become a homeowner, and um, those who doubt, because sometimes people doubt that they're able to do something, and all along you were fully capable, right? So don't doubt yourself. But however, take this tip and start to develop your plan and your strategy. For more insight on putting together a plan and a strategy to help you transition from renting to buying, you can always reach out to me, and I will aid you and walk you through the process. Okay? Again, I'm D the Realtor, and this was a tip for all of my future home buyers.